Started in 5, 4. I feel like fucking what's his name, Freddy from iCarly. 3,
Oh,
2, 1.
Stunts.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to It Is What It Is podcast number 15. I know what number it is this week. I should feel accomplished. The first ever fan edition to the It Is What It Is podcast. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, people who are enjoying the podcast every single week, they're loyal viewers, they're loyal people to the podcast, and they like talking, and they like listening, and they want a chance to talk to us on the podcast. This is the episode where you guys can comment in the description, tell us how much of a fan you guys are. If you guys are listening, though, on Facebook, you know, I post on Facebook just the audio. If you guys hear that, then you know what? Then you can even comment it on Facebook. So if you want to do that, then that's fine as well. We have Jack the Bus here as always. Hello, Jack.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
All right, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. You know, I'm just sitting here getting a lot of hemorrhoids.
Keep going.
Okay. Near die. Hello.
hey, I'm here for the second time in a row.
Yeah, I was just gonna say back-to-back podcast. Yeah,
Back to back, we pulling streaks out here, man. We
Look at
pulling
you.
records.
Look
we
at
pulling
you.
records.
It's crazy. That's, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I applaud
Thank
you.
you.
I applaud.
Now that we're recording on Thursdays, I can actually make time to get on here.
You know what? It's helping me out a lot, and I'll explain why later. But now, to introduce the first ever fan to be on the It Is What It Is podcast, MadLobster 17. Woo! MadLobster!
What is going on, guys? Thank you very much for having me on the podcast. I'm so excited
That's
to start
it.
getting into these goddamn topics. Oh boy!
Lobster, if I can ask, where are you from?
I'm from England.
England? Nice, getting some UK love in this podcast. So, what was your first podcast you watched? You started from episode 1, or you started a little bit later?
I started from, I believe it was episode 5 actually.
Oh, really?
Did we have anyone on? What was episode 5? Did anybody have? Was that the
Oh, I can't
Greg
remember. It
one?
was actually quite a long
Wasn't
time
that
ago.
Greg? I think that was
I'm
Greg.
pretty sure we had Greg on that one. I'm not sure. Don't keep me.
I
on
couldn't
that.
go back and look because that
Yeah,
was
go
10
back and
episodes.
look. Yeah.
That was 10 episodes ago.
Now what? I can't believe we're actually on episode 15, which is basically 15 weeks of the It Is What It Is podcast. I believe
Insane.
13 weeks for Jack. So 13 for
And
Jack.
5 weeks for Near.
And five. Yeah, right. 15 episodes, 5 weeks for Nia. There we go. But
Episode 5. Period.
There we go. But just to start off a little bit fast, you know, get everybody nice and comfortable, we'll just say how our day is going. We'll start with myself because I'll get it off the way, and then you guys can talk about whatever you guys are doing. So me today, what's happening? So I woke up. I had some pineapples. Grapefruit, by the way. Love pineapple. Anybody good pineapple people here? Anybody good pineapple? No?
Nah.
No
I love
pineapple people?
pineapples.
Not about it, no.
I love
What's
your
pineapples.
go-
What are you
I
talking
like
about?
it.
What's your go-to
Pineapples.
fruit? What's your go-to fruit?
Blackberries or oranges?
Look how fancy you're getting, blackberries. Look how
Oh, blackberries are the
Yeah,
goat,
fancy.
dude.
They're good.
Blackberries are the goat.
They are good. They are really good
Yeah.
blackberries. I can fuck with blackberries until my tongue bleeds. You know when it gets sour and your tongue's starting to get a little like
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's it. But yeah, I had pineapples this morning. I left for school. I came back home. And then the reason why I was a little bit late to come on Discord today is because I finally realized, oh shit, it's 6 o'clock. I was in the middle of a ranked play lobby in Advanced Warfare. I'm not fucking around. I'm not
Why
kidding
were
with
you
you.
playing Advanced Warfare?
Excuse me while I shake my head. Jesus
That's the
Christ.
main
Advanced
question
Warfare.
here.
Listen, Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare by far right now is the most fun I'm having in multiplayer. Fuck Black Ops 3 with that Nightfall bullshit. I am having so much fun in Advanced Warfare rank play. There's people who are still in clans. Like I'm seeing their clan tag with the red clan tag. Like, remember when there was
Oh my
remember when there
God.
was Clan Wars, the app? Remember there was Clan Wars? Bro, there's
do.
like there was this red clan tag of people named the King Clan. Shout out to the King Clan. And they were just going off. They were using the bow. I think they had obsidian steeds and they were going off. And I was just sitting there in the corner with my regular bow destroying the motherfuckers. Destroying them. But yeah, that's what I was doing. That was my day. Jack, how did your day start?
Yeah, I just been my sleep schedule has been so wrecked. Like I've been going to sleep at
Dude,
like 3 or 4, then waking up at like 1. So I'm just kind of, just kind of chilling,
Every
trying to get
snap
that
I
back.
get from you
Good
is
stuff.
you in the bed. I'm like, the fuck's he doing?
Yeah, I'm just, yeah, I'm way too lazy. I need to like fix my sleep schedule.
Well, listen, you just finished up college, right? Oh, for the like 1 year of college.
Yeah,
So,
for the
I
semester.
mean, oh, for the when's it? Oh, the next semester starts. Like, I'm guessing what, August, September.
Yeah, sometime around then.
Yeah. So your summer's starting. So I think it'll break within like the next week. Yo, one day you'll be like, I just gotta stay up the whole day. I just gotta stay up the whole day, and that's it.
Honestly, yeah.
That's pretty much it. Mad Lobster, how'd you start your day off, man?
Pretty basic.
Well, it's 11
actually.
o'clock where you are right now, right?
Yeah, well, currently it's nearly 11:30. So
Okay.
yeah, but basically woke up, go because I work actually. I work 9 to 5,
Awesome.
and then I get to the gym about 7 o'clock, do an hour's workout. So that's always fun. Come back and I pretty much just play Xbox for the rest of the night until I fall asleep, and that's pretty consistent.
God bless you, man. God bless you. You are doing that 9 to 5 grind. You're going to the gym, which I don't do often. Okay, I have time. Are we kidding me?
Oh
Oh,
my God.
it can't be.
Sorry,
It is
sorry.
what it is. Podcast without the phone, man. It can't be a podcast without the phone.
Yo.
Hi, this is Dean Scott Crosby along with Dean Bob Regan at LIU Brooklyn, and we're trying to get all the math.
Hello, can I send you something?
LAU Brooklyn. I'm not going there. I'm going to CSI. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Dolphins CSI. It's at Verizon Wireless. I said, yo, it's a college. I said, yo. Oh, that's fucking.
Good lord.
That's fucking funny.
Oh,
but,
that's great.
yeah. But okay. Very very nice, Mad Lobster. Nia Die. How'd your day start?
My day started like every other day. I woke up and like surprisingly, right? And I had some breakfast. I got on the computer, or as techie people call it, the PC.
Okay.
And I went
Oh.
ahead and uploaded a video. I know, right? Me uploading a video. Odd. And it was called a breakdown of the new teaser for Black Ops 4, which
Yes.
was
Yes.
amazing, by the way. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, smoking.
And I got some nice comments on there and feedback, so I got really happy. And then I went to school for like 3 hours because I go to a continuation.
Very very nice.
And now I'm home, just doing the daily grind. And I'm gonna be making another video after this.
Awesome. Very nice
Nice.
to hear that.
Keep it like grind. I like it.
Very nice to hear that. But today, we're doing something that, we're just sitting back here, we're talking, we're having fun, and there's one thing that Nia just said, there's one thing that happened yesterday that really shocked everybody, even Jack, the Fortnite player. It shocked everybody. It really
Oh, it
took
shocked
everybody by storm. And I guess we'll go. I'm looking at the Discord. I'll go down the line. So it starts with Jack, Lobster, then Died, and myself. So, how did the Black Ops 4 teaser? You guys see it on the screen right now. The Black Ops 4 teaser. Jack, how did, first of all, when you saw it, what was your first reaction?
Well, so I have mentality. I added on Snapchat,
Yeah.
and he's always been like a big tryhard person. Like I don't think he even plays the other Call of Duty games. Like,
I haven't
he's,
heard
like,
that name since fucking Black Ops 3.
Yeah, because he's not uploading right now. He's not uploading until Black Ops 4, and he's literally just been waiting for Black Ops 4. Like it's the only thing that he's waiting for. And like the first thing I see when I wake up, I'll like get on Snapchat, I'm just looking at stories, and it's just him, and it's just like him freaking out, like just text like spammed across the screen. It's like this picture, but like you can't tell that it has to do with COD just from the
Yeah.
picture because it doesn't say COD. So I'm like, what is this? Why is he freaking out? And then I got on Twitter and my entire feed,
Oh,
was
yeah.
just that picture. I was like, oh, okay.
Here we go.
It's really intense. I don't know. It's a really intense.
It's really
picture.
intense. It's it's insane. I looked at it and
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, is this gonna be first of all, I thought it was just something Black Ops was treated, but then I saw hashtag zombies and I almost had a heart attack. So
Dude, same here. I am fat, so I would have actually had a heart attack. But luckily,
your
enough, I
blood
wasn't
pressure
that
would have went through the
surprised.
roof, Nia. You would have had to go in the
yeah.
machine. You would have had to go. It would have been terrible. It would have been terrible.
It would have been a good day and a bad day at the same time, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. Mad Lobster, when you first saw this this tweet from Trek, how did that make your internal emotions feel?
Well, I mean, it's as I said in the video I made about this particular snazzy looking poster.
Yeah.
My pants just dropped to the floor whenever I saw it, and I was kind of in a moment of pure excitement, shock, and relief at the same time. Like, you look at a poster like this, you are so focused on not just the mask, not just the eye, but all the symbols around it as well, and then that text at the bottom, mankind's reckoning will be its salvation.
Yeah.
It's like you've got all of these things coming into your head, and you're thinking about every single little bit of it. And
My first
outcome is just like Black Ops 4 zombies.
Yeah.
My first, like, the thing that caught my eye was the most was the hand, like how like it was literally missing a finger. Like that just
Decomposed me. Like
Yeah.
I said, my
My
breakdown,
dude-
it looked decomposed. So it like could be like a dead body holding it, and it's just like representing like death or something.
Mhm.
People,
Yeah, I mean,
There's a lot of symbolism in this image. That's all I gotta say. There's a lot of symbolism.
no, I know, without a doubt. And I definitely think that, looking at this picture, there's a lot of things you can go off. So what is the language? What is it called? The thing that's
It's called
Alchemy.
It's called alchemy.
alchemy. So there's that language called alchemy, and that's what it's on the side in the circle, and people are saying it's the emoji language. And
Yeah, hold on, Turbo.
Yeah.
I will send you a picture of the deciphered alchemy symbols. You can put on screen and all that.
Thank you. All right, so you're seeing the
Yeah.
picture near that I just sent me right now on the screen, so you can see all these images of people trying to decipher these codes, in which they did already. They're deciphering everything that they're seeing on the screen, and it doesn't really make like a sentence, like salt, what is it, oil, what is it, lubricant, like a lot of things, can go on, a lot of things.
Right now, people are thinking they're ingredients or something, but they're like also thinking it could kind of form a sentence depending on how it's formed.
Mm-hmm.
So right now they're trying to decipher that. That's
That'd
the
be
last
great.
thing I heard.
That'd be a great thing to form a sentence on this. And people are saying that the person was, I'm guessing there's a zombie, the zombies are holding up this mask, or maybe that's the guy holding up the mask, like he was wearing it or something like that. But there is something that somebody said, and I believe Milo said it because he was going through these ciphers, and I know my friend Vinny even said that, this is a great theory, because first of all, the mankind's reckoning will be its salvation. What was it? Day of Reckoning is here, is what they said for Revelations, and Salvation was the name of DLC 4 for Black Ops 3. So people are saying that this map is going to be taking place right after Revelations, which makes sense because people were already saying this way before by looking at the cutscene of Black Ops 3. When they go back.
Yeah. Right. Sorry to interrupt, but just a quick thing. Do you guys think this looks a little bit Egypt type to you? Like the first time I saw this, looking at it as an overall picture, it looks very, very Egypty to me. So like it had me wondering, could it possibly link to a potential Egypt map? Like that's
When I saw it first, ML, I thought it was hieroglyphics.
Me
Because
too,
in my
yeah.
breakdown, I said these could be hieroglyphics, but then it was like proven that it was alchemy. So it could easily be hieroglyphics, and it could easily be just transferred to Egypt. But what I'm thinking is this could have some correlation to the final map of the game, because like how the Curse Survive poster was
That meant shit. It honestly meant nothing.
The only Curse Survive wasn't really understood until Revelations because of the quote Richtofen gave in Revelations. So maybe it's going to be the same thing when it comes to this poster. Maybe we won't know what's going to happen with it until the ending in a quote, or maybe a storyline cutscene that comes with an Easter egg.
Yeah, I can see that happening. That's possible.
I definitely see that happening too. And Jack, I remember you said that you were more of like, okay, I get this teaser, it's here, whatever. When the gameplay comes out, that's when I'll care. Like, you're not really into in depth, breaking down this stuff, right?
Yeah,
so did you
no.
understand, like, like how MadLobster felt that Egypt theme? Like, did you kind of fight yourself, like, oh, I'm not really into this, like, going deep diving some, American treasure type of shit. But
I mean, like, I'm all for like other people doing it, and I'll like listen to like their thoughts and stuff on it. But I mean, I'm just kind of I don't want to say like in the moment. That sounds so like egotistical, but I don't know. I just kind of wait for like concrete stuff. Like, I'm all for getting excited about stuff too. Like, I'm looking at it, it's just cool. But I mean, like, I don't have the passion over a teaser to make to be able to make like a 10-minute video over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like not the type of person who's into the storyline enough to like decode a fucking teaser.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To know what's going on.
Exactly.
I have 3 zombie books of me and Vinny's writing down storyline information. Just I go hard, okay? I go hard with the zombie storyline. I don't say no. Milo has like Bibles of the zombie storyline, okay? He has scriptures of this thing. If he ever, because like me, if I ever lost those books, yeah, I lost it. Whatever, I can always, I know the storyline. It was just me having fun in my childhood. But if he ever loses, if he ever has like a Bible of the zombie storyline, he'll probably kill himself. Like he'll probably just like, that's it, my life's over.
He'll just make a video going, "Hey guys, Miss Waffles here."
Yeah, hey guys, I'm deleting my channel. I don't know what I forgot everything. It was in that book. Imagine he doesn't even know the zombie storyline. He has to keep going back in that book. And if he loses that book, it's just a random guy from the UK. It's not Milo.
I actually wanted to say something. I'm sorry if I'm cutting anybody off, but like, mankind's reckoning is its salvation. I want to talk about that little quote. And say how it sounds a lot like something the Shadow Man would say.
Oh, without a doubt. Shadow Man would say anything that, When I say this, if you're trying to connect it, this is the Shadow Man, though. I don't think so.
Like I can definitely see where Nia's coming from. Like that particular quote, you can see the Shadow Man saying something like that. You can hear his voice as you read it. So
but I can also hear the Shadow Man saying something like, "Oh, I stubbed my fucking toe." Like it's hard to distinct those two things. But I definitely see what you're saying here.
Yeah, and I'm also trying to say one more thing.
My mother. Okay, keep talking.
Okay. So, anyways, what I was gonna say is, I can also see this guy being Shadow Man, not because like it's like the quote saying, "Oh, this and that." It's because of the clothing you see in the teaser image, like when the on his wrist you can kind of see like black clothing, and yeah, that's not really a big fucking hint, but we know a lot of people who wear black clothing. It's just something to add on to it. Because like every detail is important. We know Treyarch, they're gonna add every detail and it be important to who that person is or what's going on in that teaser image. And it also is fairly important in my theory that there's a Shadow Man with a decomposing hand, because we know Shadow Man as dead right now, or at least trapped in the summoning key, presumed dead. So for all we know, this summoning key could be retrieved from space some fucking how, because, well, this is Treyarch, shit happens, and this fucking Shadow Man bitch could be easily re-released, and Victus needs to fight it, or whoever the hell fights it.
But how long can they go with this Shadow Man story? Like, how long can they go?
I really don't know, but it's just...
I don't think that long.
It would make sort of sense because of the storyline in Zombies, but we can only see what this will bring us.
Yeah, but I find the Shadow Man's end in Revelations to be somewhat of a satisfactory ending. Like, I know the Revelations ending cutscene caused so much controversy, but I felt like that funnel map, when you're in that funnel battle with him and you finally kill him, you're dead. I felt like that was a nice end point to finish that Shadow Man story arc. And
I really got annoyed by it.
A new one.
Jack, you've done the Easter egg for Revelation a lot of times. The first time you did you get that same feeling?
Why you gotta do me like that?
I'm just saying what's this. I'm saying what's facts, bro. I'm saying what's facts.
Hey, after Jack, trust me.
So, but when the first time you did the Easter egg, Jack, did you get that feeling of like, okay, what is this?
What, like
storyline? Like, I thought we can get this big battle. What's this?
Honestly, not really. I mean. I mean, Jason Bundell said, like, it's supposed to feel like brackets. It's not supposed to feel like, the end of the line. Like, but I mean, even when thinking back to like the Garage fight and the Horizon Track fight, like both of those felt bigger and more important. When in reality, it was just about getting like one of the souls. When the whole Shadow Man fight was about like the fate of the universe per se. But I mean, like, of course, after we know it's not. I mean,
True that.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at
Set.
that particular Shadow Man boss fight compared to boss fights like Dean and Gorod, for instance. They're
Mhm.
more they're more epic, and you're doing a lot more in those battles
Exactly.
besides just shooting the boss. Like you gotta dodge for D, for example. You gotta dodge the skeletons. You gotta dodge the panzers. You gotta dodge the dogs.
Yep.
And then you got the Keeper firing his mojo at you, like skulls and fire and everything. It's just there's a lot more going on in that Easter egg. Whereas the Shadow Man fight, all right, yeah, you're fighting Margwas and panzers, but as soon as you shoot the Shadow Man, you're done. You have to go through 3 waves of the Keeper before you're done. So there's more to it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's true. Maybe it's just like not. It's more perception of the fight. I don't know. Maybe it's just because like yeah, that's true. Like you don't have to do as much. Like the Rise and Jock, you're just like running around until he does this one thing, then you just shoot him a couple times, and you do the same thing over and over again. The Garad Kurovi one, you literally just shoot him the whole time. Well, after the dragon, you just shoot him the whole time. But yeah, that one's a lot more complicated, and it's more difficult per se than the other boss fights.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like whenever I was picturing the Revelations boss fight, I was thinking like straight up like just this giant field and
Like
just
a
like
war,
armies
like a war
clashing
battle
and
scene.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, like
not
a bunch
just-
of Apothicons, a bunch of Keepers,
exactly.
the fucking Primus characters, and then Shadow Man
Yeah.
off in the distance.
You
in the
running
squid
through like
form.
castles and stuff, like
Mhm.
trying to get to the Shadow Man, like kind of stuff like
yeah,
that.
but then you just transport to a place and do the exact same boss battle as Shadows of Evil.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just, but added on some fire and thunder and shit that you
Mhm.
gotta
Yeah.
surpass.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Like-
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but like with the Revelations boss fight, I was kind of expecting to fight one of the giant Apothicons rather than just a Shadow Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
One
Same.
of the
Yeah.
absolute piece. When you saw when you first spawn in there to do the symbols, and you see that big guy in the background, you're thinking, "Oh shit, are we gonna fight that motherfucker?" And then you end up fighting the Shadow Man. It's just like that was fucking disappointing. Come
Yeah.
on.
Well, you
Come on.
also gotta say this. Actually, Treyarch inserted these steps like last minute. The steps to the Revelations Easter egg, they were last minute steps. Like some of them, like the bone step, that was pretty last minute. Like you gotta at least like take that into consideration.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
And what I was gonna say when you said that about the Shadow Man and saying if that was the Shadow Man, there is a big thing. So you know the cipher where Pablo Marinus said that he daydreamed himself in the war, and then when he got
Yeah.
snagged on by the Margwa, the Primus character saved him from the grasp of the
Yes.
Margwa.
Yes.
People are saying that this is Pablo Marinus. Because this is gonna take exactly after Revelations. After Revelations in the start is when the whole big battle happens. And or you know, they're standing on the thing like, yeah, they finally won the battle, like yeah, they won or whatever. In London, maybe that's where the big battle took place. I don't know exactly how they can do that, but I definitely see this map on disc becoming exactly right after Revelations in order to bridge that gap of like, okay, what the fuck happened in Revelations to finally the people who don't watch YouTube videos and people who don't know the storyline where that, people is already saying that this is directly in the beginning of the cycle. Treyarch can now inform people, okay, this is exactly where we started, where Primus would fail and they would just die off like in the beginning and then respawn, the whole thing would happen again. This is where it could be, and Pablo Marinus was in that war, so maybe we're gonna have a big impact to Pablo Marinus. Like Sophia, for example. Who knew Sophia would be a big part of the Black Ops 3 storyline with the Sophia robot?
Right.
Who knew it was gonna be a big part of the storyline? All we knew was the radios from Doris saying, "Give this to Sophia, put this in the mail or whatever to the German army," and that's it. We didn't think it was gonna be this big part. So what's the difference in saying that Pablo Marinus is not gonna be a big part of this storyline in Black Ops 4?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, I can definitely see a character like him continuing, and
Because we got nothing from him, basically. We got the picture from him in the Reisendrak. We got some ciphers from him or whatever. Nothing said. Well, he did die, of course, because of his spleen. We had to take his spleen or whatever. He died. But
yeah, but that was in the Ultimates.
exactly,
Dimension.
exactly. So we
That
have
was in a totally
more.
different dimension.
Oh yeah, so we have more storyline for Pablo. We still have more storyline. I think we talked about it in the last podcast. We still have more storyline possibly for Peter McCain. We have all these characters who they can become big characters within the storyline. I just feel with these promo teasers that they give us like the Curse Only Survives, Black Ops 3, and then you have this one right here, Mankind Reckoning will be its salvation. I feel like these, yes, it's the stepping stone for Black Ops 4 Zombies. But think about the poster we got. The Curse Only Survives. That's the poster we got for Shadows of Evil. We thought that was going to be the main theme for the whole entire season. That was completely opposite. We got that kind of esque for Shadows of Evil.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, like, I saw Greg's whole thing about that. I completely agree. Like, I think Pablo could be like a big part in the storyline, but I think this poster is more just to get people hyped up and like remind them, like Treyarch's, like, hey, we're here, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah,
maybe to show them the theme of like where they're going, like this dark-esque theme, maybe. Like, for example, Shadows of Evil, we got that theme. Like, if you look at the poster for Black Ops 3 Zombies, it's like the city behind it. Yeah, that Shadows of Evil city-esque. That's what the theme they were going for. On disc, that's what it was. Disc maybe can be some dark night theme. You know, it does.
Actually,
that's what I think it do.
Talking about that, I want to ask,
Yeah.
do you think that this mode for Black Ops 4 is going to be their scariest mode yet because of the alchemy symbols, because of how dark-esque and just kind of decomposed he was, everything like that? Do you think this is going to be at least kind of horror-esque?
I don't think it'll be as dark as World War II is and gritty as World War II is.
Oh,
because
hell no. World War II, is just a cheap scare.
Yeah.
They do
I
cheap
think it'll be
scares.
gritty, but it's still going to be a Treyarch game. I mean,
I've never seen it being like maybe a bit more gory, but in terms of horror, you might have a couple of things in there, but as like you said, as horror as World War II, no.
I think
I can't see them go that far.
Treyarch's style isn't as cartoony, but it's more like a fluid movement system, which is gonna, which is gonna feel more, just less scary. I don't really know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's gonna be the same old kind of zombies esque theme to it. Like this, even if it's scary or not, maybe they're gonna try to go scary, maybe they're not. That's a whole other bag of worms for to think about scary or not scary. Like for Tsunoshima, they were going for scary. No, I didn't get scared once. Like it was just whatever. It was okay.
I think the spiders kind of creep me out a little bit in terms of like absolutely like me shitting my pants type thing.
Yeah.
No, it's like none of their maps. The only map I would say that's probably closely kind of done it for me are two particular maps. I would say Varrox is one of them, because it's such a tight cornered map. As soon as you turn a corner, you see a zombie there. He's just like blah in your face, and you're just like, holy shit. But then also the other one I would think is probably Mob of the Dead, because of the atmosphere surrounding the prison. Then you got zombies with the red eyes, and again, it's majority of it is tight corners as well. So you cross a corner, and then all of a sudden Bruce just spawns, and you're just like, fuck.
Okay, so Jack, talking to ML here, do you think that this game, the maps in it, are going to be Mob of the Dead wise, like that type of grit and horror and just spook factor?
I can see them kind of going in that direction, but what I would prefer is for them to do a different atmosphere for each map throughout the DLC season.
Of course, because they're going to be in different areas, so they're going to have to change
exactly. And like if they continue with the same thing from start to finish, you're kind of going to get an expectation of what's going to happen. But if they surprise us each time, give us different like new atmospheres, new settings, it's then
can't have a prison map and every map just feel like a prison map,
Yeah, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's like, it's part of what makes Mob of the Dead so unique. It's a prison map, and we haven't had another prison map.
You know what we haven't had? I don't think we've had a map that takes place in like a carnival or something like that. Something that some people would see as scary depending on how you set the atmosphere.
Yeah, exactly. You look at how. You look at how this.
Go for it.
Sorry, man. You look at so say they take say they take that setting what you just said there, and they make so much pretty much all of it is just destroyed. You've got fires breathing out and everything, but you've got the creepy sky with the black clouds, and you've got clown dolls lying all over the place, and maybe once in a while they'll slightly turn their head or jump out at you. That would be the kind of creepy setting I would like.
Yeah, like a clown teddy bear.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, mate, that'd be freaky.
A teddy bear with a clown face.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Just to, if anybody had, go on, yeah. I just want to say something to the end.
Oh, I was just gonna say that would be like one of the best maps. That'd be like a new Mob of the Dead because of how unique it'd be.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying like anything can replace it. I'm saying that this could easily be, if this was a map, almost as good as Mob of the Dead, but wouldn't surpass it because it's such a nostalgic and great map.
Yeah.
Yeah,
go ahead, Turbo.
I think that what I was gonna say to end off, if you want to end off this topic, because we're going 30 minutes in on this goddamn BO4 bombshell. Whereas I don't think that this is going to be the whole entire theme for Black Ops 4 season.
No.
I don't think it's gonna be that. But if anybody has any different theories about that, anybody?
No, I agree with that. I agree with
Yeah.
that. It would make sense for them to keep this particular theme as they are on this map, and then obviously they do a different theme, but kind of continue on a little bit throughout the DLC season. But we have a different theme for each map. It would make sense.
Sort of like how Shadows of Evil was its own theme, and every other map was.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
Yeah, I think they do that again because they did last year and it worked out pretty perfectly. Except for ZNS. ZNS kind of went off the rails, but you know what I mean? They can always just fix it.
All right, now going completely different directions here with Black Ops 4 Zombies teaser. Going completely different directions. Jack, get on your high horse because Thanos has
please, God,
entered
no.
Fortnite's world.
I don't
Thanos,
want to
my
talk
man.
about Fortnite.
Thanos has entered the realm of Fortnite and had anybody in the Fortnite, and I mean anybody is everybody, ecstatic for Thanos because I am a Marvel fan. I love Thanos. So you know what? When it goes into the most popular game right now, I'm going to be playing it. First and foremost, what the fuck is he doing in Fortnite?
That's
What
what I'm
the
saying.
fuck?
Like, what are you doing in Fortnite?
First
Get
and
out.
Exactly. First and foremost, I would like to say, now here we go. Jack, take a deep breath. Everything's okay. We're gonna get through it together.
Okay,
as
so
a
first
family.
off, I have a very strong opinion on this. I'm not like a huge fan of the
Go,
game mode as opposed
go
to some
for it,
people.
Jack. Go for it.
I actually have only played like 3 games of it. I'm not like a huge fan of it.
Mhm.
Either.
But well, so it happened because the Russo brothers, the directors of Infinity Ward, they play Fortnite apparently. They're huge fans of Fortnite.
Mhm.
And they were just like, "Hey, let's do this thing to promote the movie." So that's why it's a thing. But I don't know, man. Like just the
I can hear it in your voice. You're like,
It's
I
just-
don't know.
I don't know. I was just like, I was up at 3 a.m. to play it, like to check it out.
Yeah.
And it's just so disappointing.
What did you expect, first of all?
Honestly, it's what I expected. The main gripe I have with it is Thanos is like not that strong. I don't know because well, first off, they dropped it and they actually nerfed him like a day in because apparently not enough people got to play as him.
Goddamn.
But that should be like the whole point. Like only one person should get
wanting
it
to
unless like
play
they
as,
you
yeah.
all work together to like take him down the whole game. But I think another part of the execution was they made it to where you drop in and like you can hover kind of and not pull out your parachute and kind of and wait, and then the gauntlet lands and then you can just hover over to it. So like
Yeah.
what happens is everybody just hovers and they just hover to it. One person gets it, they just wipe out like half of the game. And then the rest of the game, it's just like random little people everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Just a lot of things could have been changed.
I
my
hopped
opinion.
on.
Fortnite yet.
I hopped on the first time I got home. I was like, all right, let me be Thanos. So I hop on the Thanos game mode, and I see all my friends playing it. So I asked them right away, I'm like, so how is it? Blah, blah. My friends all love Thanos, so nostalgia. They said it's great. Me not knowing a shit about it, Fortnite, what's good, what's not, I said, okay, let me play it. So I hop on. First game, I get it first time. First Thanos in the game, when it drops down, I get it. So I did the same thing because I saw gameplay of it in school, the hovering over. I used that technique and I got it. When I got it, I got confused. What was the laser? What was the punch? I got confused off that the first time, so I didn't die right away. I just died because of that. So me playing as that, the one thing that bothered me is the amount of time it took to jump. And also,
oh God, yes.
Also, going and playing and you're always jumping all the time. Sometimes you jump and you didn't even mean to jump. And it's like, fuck me. Like now I'm in front of the guy. But you can cancel it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, you can't cancel it.
That's why I was so mad. I was like, okay, I'm in front of this guy. All my armor's gone. He can definitely take away 300 health of me right now. So... I'm jumping up in the air. Now, when they jump in the air, they can still get you, so I die. So I'm like, wait a second here. I'm supposed to be fucking THANOS. I'm supposed to be the guy who took out, whoever, did you see MadLobster? Did you see Infinity War? Did you see
I've seen it twice.
You see it? You see it?
I have not seen it yet, sadly.
Do you know the spoilers? Do you know everything?
I know a couple things, and I'm not really.
Oh, you fucked me up.
Going to watch it.
Around
We're gonna talk about it.
You fucked me up. Anyway, I want to be THANOS, who in the comics took out a lot of people. So I wanted to be the guy to say, fuck everybody, I'm coming through, get out of here with your fucking skins, I'm taking this game over. I'm getting to level 100 tonight. Like, that's how it's gonna happen. That was in my mind the game plan for the day. But that didn't happen. I die because I jump and it takes 5 years to jump, so I just die. And then the second game I go on, I get it again right away. I'm using the laser, that's a piece of shit, so I die right away. And then I go and use the punch, I'm punching down buildings and tilted. What happens? A guy or an RPG kills me in 2 shots, I die. So I throw my control at my wall 2 minutes later. And at the end of the day, I'm thinking to myself, this is fucking bullshit. Like, why am I not being a legend in this game? Like, I'm seeing Noah J, 23 kills. I'm seeing everybody streaming. Oh, hey, this is that. This is this. I'm getting these kills. THANOS the best. Is something wrong with me, Jack? Is something wrong with me? Like, is that
nothing's wrong with you. I mean, sometimes you're gonna get games
Am I not
where
good at Fortnite?
you just pub stomp people, and people like Noah, they played the game, they know the mechanics. It's not like you just get THANOS and you destroy, that's how it should be, because people should have to work together to take him down.
But what did they nerf,
though?
What did they nerf exactly?
His health. So the way it works, like, if you lose any health, it doesn't regenerate. But if you kill someone, you get your shield back.
Shield back, yes.
So they took 100 from his shield and put 100 into his health. So like your shield melts way faster. Yeah. So
I gotta talk to the people who made this game. I gotta talk to them.
Yeah.
You got the phone number, Jack? Got the phone number? Lobster, you got the phone number? Got the phone number of these guys? You got the phone
I have
number?
Epic Games on speed dial.
I didn't even play
Speed dial.
so no.
Yeah, Lobster, you didn't play with the THANOS game mode?
I don't play Fortnite at all.
You know what? I would recommend you play Fortnite, but I would recommend you keep it on, the down low right now. Like, hey, I don't play Fortnite because people play Fortnite right now, which opposite you made a great point about on Twitter is people who play Fortnite. And I don't know if Jack was a victim to this or not. I believe Jack, once he saw the thing for Black Ops 4, he just said how he felt about it, and that's it. But you have a lot of people, MadLobster, if you want to explain this, how did you feel about, because this is still on the, the THANOS topic, so, I'm sorry, Nia died. Do you want to say anything about the THANOS gameplay? Did you not play Fortnite?
Oh, I haven't played Fortnite yet.
Alright, so you haven't touched it? Good. So, MadLobster, do you think that you want to share a little bit on how you feel about, going to a third topic, the YouTubers who are playing a lot of Fortnite, the big YouTubers right now, who are playing a lot of Fortnite, who came from the Call of Duty Zombies community? You had something to say about it, so you want to express a little bit what you said on Twitter?
Well, I mean, I had a lot of things to say.
We have time.
We have time. Short and brief on Twitter. Basically, the way I feel about it is, it's okay for them to for sure.
Yeah.
But what they've basically done is they've come from a community called Zombies, which has grown their channel, and then they swoop zombies to the side and say, don't want to deal with you anymore. You know, you've had your fun. They move over to Fortnite, and they're all happy. They're all singing and dancing and playing around with the fairies, what have you. And then
you are talking just like Milo right now, and I love it. I'm sorry. I just have to say that. You're just talking like Milo.
I get that a lot.
They're playing with the fairies, what have you. So I digress. Just please, and at one time as you're saying, please say I digress. Please. Keep it in your mind. I want you to say I digress. Go, continue.
Okay, whatever.
I fucked you up.
So yeah, they're all there with Fortnite and everything, and then the second a Black Ops 4 teaser for zombies appears,
mm-hmm.
they then scoot back over, and it's just like the way I see the zombies community is it's kind of a gate that's ajar, and if you've left, you've left.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But when you come back, you need to have some reason as to why you're coming back. One teaser image getting you hyped over this whole concept of zombies, which we barely know anything about, is not enough to bring you back. So I don't understand how you're easily making the flip from Fortnite to zombies. All right, yeah, fine. You like both game modes. Whoop-de-doo, what have you. But you're easily making the transition. If you're a zombies player, you need to be sticking more to zombies rather than you Fortnite. People have just made the ultimate switch, and now they're making the switch back again. It's like, make your minds.
Yeah. Well, first off, when I saw your tweet, I knew we would talk about this in the podcast because I knew I had a person like Jack the Bus I'm talking about who was a person from zombies to Fortnite, so I knew we would have a great conversation about this. And when you were saying this, mainly for the big YouTubers like the Noah J, Codename Pizza, the people who would actually switch to zombies of Fortnite, I was making my video about this Black Ops 4 teaser, and then I was just fucking around. I don't know if you saw the video, and I was just like, just talking, and I was like, you know what? Now I'm gonna read the comments of what people are saying on, on the teaser image. So I go in the comments. And all of a sudden, I see Codename Pizza say, I think he said goodbye Fortnite or good night Fortnite, and then
goodbye,
goodbye Fortnite, and then on my video, I literally said, I was like, yeah, okay, like they are saying like that they are making comments like, oh, goodbye Fortnite. I'm like, okay, but you're gonna go on to stream it, make videos on it, but you're gonna like, but like, why you like I also that, and also them tweeting out like. Them knowing they get about 200 likes a fucking tweet. Them tweeting out, if I get like 15 likes on this tweet, I'm gonna stream. If I get 15 likes, I'm gonna stream. Like, who you joking? Who you joking? Like, yeah, the fuck out of here. Like, the what's going on here? But I understand what happened. I understand. What it is all about Twitter. I understand that. I'm not even mad about that, but just I laugh about that. But what you said, Lobster, but them hopping back, like, okay, you love Fortnite, you love zombies, I get it. I was definitely hoping, because Jack's the same way. So, Jack, how do you feel about whole that thing? Like, how do you find yourself different or even the same to what others Fortnite streamers are to zombies, how you jump back and forth? Like, do you feel the same, like, they have a right to, what MadLobster said?
Oh, well, I mean, we've talked about this before,
Yeah.
me and you. I mean, it's always about what you want to create. It should never be about, oh, you've played this game, you've betrayed this community. It's whatever you want to make and whatever you want to make of your channel and your personality, and that's just what it's going to be in the end. You can't let other people stop you from playing what you want and, like, creating content on what you want.
Yeah. And MadLobster, when you were making the tweet, did you have that in mind, or are you just going off based off what you saw on Twitter or something like that?
Well, I mean, I can definitely understand where he's coming from, but when I was actually writing the tweet, I was just thinking in my head, it makes sense for these guys to, like, I would say the only person I wouldn't criticize as much about it is Avery, because he managed to properly boost his channel to over a million subscribers. Like.
Okay.
Well, that's saying that it's only okay to switch if you're successful.
Yeah, I can kind of understand that, but the rest of the guys are basically they become sheep. They followed Avery over to Fortnite and thinking, oh, I'm going to pick up so much success from this. And
I don't think it's much they're just following him because it's successful. I think they're following him. They're not even following him necessarily. I think they're playing it because they thoroughly enjoy the game.
Okay, and then that begs me to understand why some people enjoy the game and others don't.
Yeah, like I play the game and I enjoy it, but I don't post it, I don't stream it because I don't find myself like I made a video why, this Tober hate Fortnite because a lot of people asked that, and I said to myself, like, you know what, instead of just saying it on a stream one day or something or on a podcast, let me make a whole video on it. So I made a video on it, and then it came up to the point where I was like, people are still asking me if I'm going to stream Fortnite, and then I'm keep looking them back to the video, and I like you were saying, MadLobster, like people who just enjoy the game. I enjoy Fortnite. I enjoy losing all the time. I enjoy not building correctly. It's just funny to me. I'm playing with my friends. We die right away, and then we laugh. That's just the way we play. So, as far as I understand what you said and kind of disagree with what you said, like, how they can just hop back to zombies because they can play whatever they want to play. They can do whatever they want to do, and I understand you understood that now. But when I saw what you were saying in the tweets and especially what Jack said now to rebuttal, I definitely see the point where some people can say also, not what you or Jack was saying, some people can say that Fortnite has become a division between Call of Duty and the consumers. Like Fortnite has been that game where I'm like, all right, if I don't like World War II, I'm hopping on Fortnite. I don't want to replay Black Ops 3 again, I'm hopping on Fortnite. Once Black Ops 4 comes out, people can say, what's Fortnite? But they were putting all that hype on Fortnite when games were coming out that wasn't Black Ops 4, Like, you understand?
Yeah, and like you look at Reed, for instance.
Yeah.
He does play other games, especially on his Friday night game nights.
Yeah.
But he's sticking to zombies. He's sticking to the thing that he knows the best and the thing that he loves.
Yeah.
All of these people that have said, I love zombies, are basically, now with Fortnite being the bigger picture, they're basically turning around saying, I like zombies.
I love zombies, but I also enjoy playing MLB The Show. I also enjoy playing other games on PS4, but like the difference is, I think the difference that you're trying to distinct is that they're posting it. Like I think the big thing that you're seeing is, okay, they're posting it, they're streaming it, so they're saying they like zombies, but they're saying it as they're playing Fortnite. So I think that's kind of twisting you a little bit, I think that's kind of showing you a little bit.
It really is.
Like Reed, for example, Reed's a funny guy when it comes to this stuff. Reed is a person where you definitely see him say to himself, I think I love to read between the lines. Like if somebody's saying something, I try to look to see if they're trying to mean something else, if they're saying it in a sarcastic way. Like I just love to read. What happened?
No, I was just saying Reed is a lot like that.
Reed is a lot in the sense. I remember when Vinny was watching a stream once, and he goes, "Reed really loves to talk very, very very detailed." Like, and I told him, yeah, I recognize that because Reed, you can see when he talks about Fortnite, he kind of talks about it in a little bit of like a hate. Like Reed talks about Fortnite in a little bit of like in a state where like, Fortnite, the thing that's killing most Call of Duty channels. Maybe he feels that for himself. Who knows? Whoever feels about the channels, they're the only person that would probably know. But people who definitely see Fortnite as that type of effect, like, oh, like I don't like Fortnite, I'm not gonna post it. Big person who was like that, and Jack's involved with this, is Greg FPS. How long he made the meme, not Fortnite, and now he has a channel with Jack Battle. Oh no, Royale HQ.
Royale HQ, yeah.
And Jack, when you heard that, did he come to you or you went to him for that?
He posted on Twitter that he was looking for someone to work on a project. And I was like, or for a project. I was like, yo, I'm here. And he DMs me about it, and I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
So you can see right away that Jack and Greg, both Greg, not Fortnite meme right away. He's a person who didn't even, say, all right, fuck Fortnite, where's my zombie guys at? We're still grinding out here. Even though he's still making zombies content, he's still posting on Royale HQ. So he's going hard on Royale HQ. And I think Fortnite is like a plague. Fortnite is
he's going really hard on it, right? I'm like, hey, Greg, I finished the video. He's like, I just uploaded 10. I'm like, oh, okay.
Jack, I swear to God, I'm not even lying. I'm scrolling down Royal HQ. I'm like, Greg.
Yeah.
Greg. I'm like, where the fuck's Jack?
Yeah.
I swear to God, like I was looking at it in school. You know how I know? I don't even have to click on it. I just see by the thumbnails. Like the red arrow is red arrow is Greg's. Your red arrow is yours. I just look at it and I'm like,
we both have our own style.
I'm like
yeah.
Greg, Jack, Greg. I'm like, all right, Royale HQ.
Yeah.
About like maybe 5 Gregs in,
That
Actually, no, like eight Gregs.
it's so funny hearing Greg on Fortnite. It's so fucking
it?
funny. It's hysterical. Like you're so used to him saying the zombies extraordinaire, and now you're saying welcome back to Royal HQ, and I'm just in my chair. I'm sweating bullets. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, what's this video gonna bring? What is it gonna do? And it's like, dancing on the dance floor, and I'm like, wow, look at Greg. Look at him. But it's fun, I'm very happy.
Look at him go.
Look at him go. Look at my boy go. But yeah, MadLobster, I definitely see where you're coming from in that aspect. And it was a great conversation because a lot of people were talking about that. Like, oh, why? Especially Codename Pizza Tweet, like, oh, good night, Fortnite. Like, come on. Like, good night, Fortnite. Really? Good night, Fortnite.
We know you're going to be playing Fortnite for the next 5 months.
It's not going nowhere. Like, calm yourself down. It's not going nowhere. What is one reason? What is one reason?
Hold on.
Yeah, go.
Oh, what? Go for it.
I was going to say, why don't you play Fortnite, MadLobster?
Why don't I play Fortnite?
Yeah.
For a lot of reasons. Like, I'm very much like Reed, where I just don't enjoy playing that game.
Yeah, if you don't enjoy playing the game, it's just you don't enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Like, I just don't, like, I've played probably 3 matches in its whole life cycle.
Are you not a battle royale person or just not a Fortnite person?
I've never played PUBG. I will admit that.
Okay.
I've never played PUBG,
Right,
so I haven't got anything to compare it to. But Fortnite to me is very cartoonish, and I find it very childish.
Okay.
And that's part of the reason why I don't enjoy it. But all of the building and how you can easily get one shot by a sniper rifle or a very overpowered shotgun. It's just you constantly spawning, dying. To me, that's not fun. I'd rather spawn in. Like, I want to play a game where I can spawn in, get my equipment, at least have a decent battle before I die. But I don't get that with Fortnite. That bothers me.
That's a new opinion. That's a new opinion, and probably you share that opinion with a lot of people. It's not just you, probably in the whole.
Probably one person.
but no, honestly, no, because I'm seeing a lot of people not play Fortnite. Not like your point of view, but I'm also seeing other people who are not playing Fortnite because they know that's the Call of Duty killer. They know that's the Call of Duty killer. So like, oh, I'm not gonna play a game that's ruining my channel. I'm not giving. Like, they're looking at Fortnite like it's an actual victim. And if you're a business, let's say, for example, you're Burger King, and let's say someone else is McDonald's, and you're looking at McDonald's like, all right, fuck you, we're going to bring out a product, we're going to get a lot of people. McDonald's is going to say, yeah, you're an asshole, we're going to bring out, instead of a 40-piece, a 100-piece nugget meal. Let's bring fat people back to America. So they're bringing, whatever they're bringing. And that's why I feel people saying, oh, let's say now the Call of Duty channel, fuck you, I'm making a zombie storyline video, and then all of a sudden, like, Royale HQ comes in the mix, and they're like, yeah, fuck you, we're bringing gameplays to you. So that's what I feel, that, people are not playing Fortnite because that's like the Call of Duty killer, and that's not a right point of view to make. That's not a right opinion right away. Oh, it's a Call of Duty killer. They can play the game, they can love it. They can love that Battle Royale, but they do not, in whatsoever, do not like it, and they're not going to touch it because it's the Call of Duty killer. And that's being a piece of shit.
Yeah, that was a very good comparison you done that a lot. Like, the way you compared, like, Burger King, McDonald's to Fortnite Duty, that was a good iteration. I like that.
Well, MadLobster, that's what I do. That's what I do.
So speaking about Royale HQ, I wanted to ask you, Jack, are you and Greg planning on upgrading the team, like adding more people to it?
No, Nia wants on, Jack. Nia wants on. Uh-oh.
Not at the moment, no. We're still getting our feet.
I don't actually want on. I already have a workload on me. I just want to know, like, are you guys, like, planning on doing anything special for the channel, or, like, getting new people on there? So
He's looking for a collaboration.
Yeah, no, not right now. Not at the moment. Just kind of getting our feet wet.
Nia, if you want to make your own Royale HQ, do Royale HQ too. Fuck them, right?
Hey, look, I actually haven't played Fortnite in a month, so I
think the last time you played Fortnite was with me and not to say his name, Drag the J. I think that was the last time we
Monk
played.
ass.
Actually, no. The last time I played it was like last month, I think, and it was a solo game. It was a couple solo games.
Remember
So
I came.
I have without you.
Remember I came into your chat, Jack. I was like, I don't know, Drag's better than you. I don't know.
Oh my
I
god!
know.
I read that.
I don't
I read that. I was like, oh, it's just some random kid chat. I read it again. I was like, that's Turbo. I was like, okay.
What did I
kill
say?
ya.
Yeah, I don't know if you missed it yesterday. What did I say? Because sometimes you just go in and fuck with you and I leave. What did I say?
I don't know.
What
They all
did I
blend
say?
together.
What
All your
did I
toxicity
say?
blends together
Oh my
now.
God. I was like, oh, you died. I think he jumped through your wall or something. And I was like, you suck.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
left.
Psycho cop. All right, I'm Turbo.
Oh,
You're a terrible friend, Turbo.
God damn.
Oh, he's not my friend anymore. No, that's okay.
You're just colleagues now.
What?
Pretty much, yeah.
What?
I could just see Turbo being one of
I'm
those
just
kids
gonna
that
do a
just-
proposal to you, Jack.
No, well, it's too
What
late
would
for
be
that.
oh my god, how would I do a proposal to Jack? Let me see.
Oh no!
I could win
What
a
you gotta
game
do-
of Fortnite. That would get him warmed up.
No, what you gotta do is win a game of
Warmed
Fortnite
up.
and then add an animation in there that says "Go to prom with me." Jack.
Oh my
and
god,
it's
yes, I
Jack
can
and
ask,
Victor
you know,
Rowe.
I can ask like Hype's art or something to make me an animation like, hey, like #1 Fortnite player,
Instead of number one boy battle royale, it's gonna be number one person to go to prom with.
That's right. That's right.
Definitely.
That's it. So we talked about Black Ops 4. We got our Fortnite in for the day, Jack. We got our Fortnite in.
Thank
We talked
God.
about what MadLobster wanted to talk about with the the YouTubers and stuff like that. So now I got some funny things. So I also watch a podcast called The Basement Yard, and Basement Yard is with this person, Joe Senegato, and he has his friends on it. So shout out to him. And if they're watching it by any means, they're probably not. I'm probably talking to myself. But if they do see anybody of the fans, Jack the Bus fans. Nobody, he has no fans. Joe Senegato
What's a
fans.
Jack the Bus?
I love Jack. I'm fucking with you. I love
What's
him.
a Jack the Bus?
I thought it was a car, not a bus. I thought it was a car.
I thought he was a car.
I thought it was a car. But no, I watched his podcast and it's so funny. And I was actually watching. He has like segments of his podcast on his channel, and I was watching it. And I feel like it was a great, some great topics. And I think we could talk about this. I have two topics here just for fun. It's like question things, like, what you prefer type of questions. I think it's really fun. And you know what? Let's get into it. So the first one, and now I'm gonna go back and forth. Now I'm gonna ask the question to Jack, MadLobster, then Die. I'm gonna ask the question. It's not gonna be on me. I'm gonna ask the question. I'm like Simon Cowell. I'm the judge. We're gonna go back and forth. Now, I have my answer too. So whenever you get your guys' answer, we're gonna talk about it, and then it's just gonna be fun. Okay, you'll see why. So, Jack, you're up first, Jack. So you used to play soccer, right, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just finished playing soccer. You ran a lot. You're tired. You're coming home. You want to take a shower. You're exhausted, right? But before you want to go in the shower, you want to drink a nice beverage. You want to drink a nice beverage.
Okay.
You open up the fridge. You see two cans back to back to each other, or side to side to each other. So you see two
This is
cans.
getting intense. Okay.
Jack,
Holding my breath here.
root beer or cream soda?
Root beer or what?
Root beer or cream soda?
Oh, root beer.
Okay. Now, MadLobster. Root beer or cream soda?
Yeah, I prefer to say root beer as well.
Die. Root beer or cream soda?
Root beer.
Am I the only one that says fuck cream soda? What's going on here?
Yes.
Yeah,
You know what? I have
root
not
beer?
had
You're a big
cream soda
proprietor
in
of it.
years. I've not had cream soda in years.
Cream soda's
So-
where it's at.
I haven't had it in years. Last time I had it, I had a nice experience. I liked it, but
Not a
I'd
nice
have to go
experience.
with- I'd have to go with the latter and go with the fucking beverage that I've had the most,
Root
and I
beer?
liked.
But I feel like cream soda is like a nice taste. Like you're so tired. Root beer has like that distinct taste to where like I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? For me,
Would it make
was
a difference
actually-
if I say it was like overcast out? Would it make a difference?
What do you mean by overcast? What do you mean?
Like
by that?
it's overcast outside, 3:15. That make a difference to your taste?
Oh,
That make a difference to your
maybe.
taste buds? A little bit.
in that In that situation, I would pick the cream soda. In that situation,
Can I
would.
say one
But
thing,
in
though?
a situation where it's like 60 outside,
This
I'm
was-
sweating my balls off, I'd grab a root
Yeah,
beer.
but I would grab a cream soda. And this is also from Joe Santagala's podcast too. Flat root beer or cream soda, you just go kill yourself. Flat root beer and cream soda is the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life. Any flat soda, it's like, oh, come on. Like,
I
what?
legitimately
that's
don't
just
think I've ever
disgusting.
had cream soda.
Jack.
I actually don't think I've ever tried it.
Jack. Never had the
Yeah.
cream soda in the glass bottle, the orange cream
Yeah.
soda, like the creamsicle,
Go
or even
to your local fucking
the
stop-
A&W.
stop.
A&W
grab a
root beer
cream
makes A&W cream soda.
Oh yeah, I mean I've never.
You
I don't think I've
never
ever
had
tried it
cream
to be
soda?
honest. I'm
Go
like
to your
sitting
local
here
stop
thinking
and
about it
shop.
now.
I will pay you. Go get a cream soda. Go get a
Oh
cream
my
soda
God.
Right now.
Right
Right-
now. Fuck the podcast. Go get one right now.
Go right now, Jack. Fuck the stream. Go get some cream soda. Oh my god! But Mad Lobster, why not cream soda? Mad Lobster,
So-
why'd you pick root beer? Like, what's up?
Root beer's pretty good.
Why did I pick root beer over cream soda?
I don't know, man.
It's for the sole purpose that I've actually tried both. Okay, I will admit
Okay.
that I've tried both. We actually have both of them over here in the UK, so I've had the pleasure of trying both.
Nice.
But root beer, to me, has a better and more flavor taste to it than
Okay.
what cream soda does. Cream soda is okay. I'm not saying it's bad, but it just tastes a bit too bland for me. And I like a lot of flavors in my drinks, and that's what root beer can offer.
Gotcha.
Solid
gotcha.
argument. Solid argument.
All right. Now, before I go to the next one, Mad Lobster, do you have Starburst in the UK? Starburst?
Oh mate,
Like the
dude,
I'm the
candy?
yeah.
YouTuber.
The candy? No,
I have
not
Starburst,
the
not the pit.
YouTuber. The candy.
You're talking the little squares.
Yes, Starburst.
Yeah, the little square.
Yes, we have
Okay.
them over
They
here.
come in colors like red, cherry, blah, blah,
Yes.
blah. Okay.
Yes.
So, Mad Lobster,
Oh god.
Oh,
you're at the movie theaters or the cinema. You're at the cinema.
Yes.
You're going to see, I don't know, you're going to see a porno, okay? You're looking at your candy. You're
I'm
looking at
intrigued.
you're looking at your choices. And all of a sudden, you see Starburst. And you're like, wow. Like, burst that into my mouth. Like, I want Starburst, you know? So, you all have dirty minds. So, anyway, I go and, well, you go, not me. You go and you're like, ma'am, I would like some Starburst. So you take the Starburst. Now you go into the cinema, you sit down, you look at the screen, they're going at it. But you're like, okay, I'm hungry. You look at the box of Starburst. What flavor
Okay.
is your favorite?
Oh wow. Now you're posing a difficult question. Jesus. It's definitely between two flavors for me.
Don't forget, carry the 2, add the 7. Don't forget.
It's definitely between two flavors.
What is it?
Strawberry and lime.
Oh, wait a second. So what's the color? What are the colors? You say
Sorry, red and green.
red and green. Okay. Wait, do we have green Starburst here? In the US? Green?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so anyway, what do you say?
No.
Pink? Pink,
No,
red,
green
or
Starburst,
green?
that's not standard.
No, it's
not.
not.
That's not canon.
No, it's not canon. You have to pick another color, man. Another color. So what would you say? Red and what?
Oh, come on.
Pink.
You want to stay
Purple.
with red?
Actually, purple.
Purple's
This-
not canon either.
Okay, what's going on in the UK? Okay, we're gonna go with red for you, man. We're gonna go with red, okay? You're sticking with red. Nia die?
It's definitely a tie between not green.
Green. Okay. Okay, you're in the UK now. Okay.
I'm just
All right.
hold on. Green and yellow.
You still said green.
Yeah,
Oh
green's
shit!
not
I
color.
meant red and yellow. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I'm getting the hot sweats. Ah, God.
red and yellow. I'm sorry.
Red and yellow.
I didn't mean to say
Red and
green.
yellow. First of all, you said yellow. You should be ashamed of yourself. Jack, go on.
You guys are not like candy connoisseurs. I'm very disappointed. Everyone
You
knows
worked
that the
at a-
best,
you worked
the
at a
best
cinema, so-
Starburst is the pink Starburst.
I
and
gotta go
everyone
with
knows
Jack.
this.
I gotta go with Jack.
Everyone
No, I-
Pink
knows pink is the
Starburst.
best.
Okay. I don't actually eat.
The red
Starburst.
tastes like cough syrup. The red tastes like any red.
It's pink and orange master race as far as
Okay,
What?
Jack, you gotta calm down. Any orange candy? Are you kidding me? Orange?
Orange, pink.
Or
What are you
ye-
gonna say?
Orange?
You gonna say yellow?
I was gonna say yellow. Not yellow. I was just gonna say pink. I wasn't gonna say anything.
No. Oh, I thought we were supposed to pick two.
No. What's your one
okay.
flavor?
Oh, pink.
Pink.
Easily.
But you would actually enjoy an orange starburst?
Oh yeah. So you don't like any other color besides pink?
No, like I enjoy the other colors, but I'm not having a party in my mouth.
Oh.
Like I'm having a party in my mouth when the red hits, the pink hits, like what else is there?
Party in my mouth.
I'm having a party in my mouth. I'm having a fiesta.
You know what? I gotta confess something. I have not had Starbursts in a long ass fucking time.
Go out and buy some Starburst.
Buy 'em. I'll get a cream soda. You get some Starburst. Let's do
That's
it.
it.
Go grab me some.
Next podcast is going to be like, so that cream soda was good. Did you enjoy that Starburst? Oh my god, it was fantastic.
There you
Can
go.
I have 1,100 of these? Thank you.
1,100 of those. There you go. All right. Well, that was a Starburst one. I don't have anything else. I'm trying to think of like what they actually did in that podcast. By the way, guys, anybody want to watch the Basement Yard podcast? The link to their channel is in the description, and any one of their videos for the Basement Yard is their SoundCloud link. I'll even put the SoundCloud link there. Why not? Let me write it down so I don't forget. Basement Yard links.
What side is you
Also,
gotta write this shit down?
Kick Jack Off podcast. Gotcha.
100%
Good.
daily thing.
So that's pretty much we're on the hour 5-minute mark. First and foremost, I want to say this was a great podcast. We had great conversations. One of the best ones we had yet. And MadLobster, first of all, I want to thank you so much, man, for thinking so much of this podcast. I know you are. You watch every week, and I'm very happy that you wanted to be on. And we were in my mind, I wrote down a lot of ideas for this podcast, and one of them was to have some fans on, so people don't think that we're only gonna have like big YouTubers, just in general, people that are known in the community on the podcast. So we wanted to make sure that you guys know that we are still very much, for the smaller community, and we are in the smaller community, so we don't want anybody to feel any type of way. So MadLobster, first of all, for me, myself, and everybody who is in the IIWII podcast, we all feel the same way. Thank you so much for being a fan of the podcast. Really appreciate it. Anything you want to say to end off the podcast?
Well, I'm just going to say thank you very much for you guys for having me on. Like, honestly, Tobo, when I first mentioned it to you, and you were just, like, jokingly, licking your pencil, write it down. I thought, okay, well, there's a potential here, There's a potential here.
There's a potential.
Again, I messaged you again, and you said, yeah, of course. Like, I thought, okay, yeah, this is great. This is my moment, and I just want to say thank you very much for having me on. This has been an absolute blast, and really nice time, really good laugh. Great to speak to you guys actually in person. And speaking to you for a little while.
Yeah, man.
Overall.
I think I'm crying.
I think for once, Jack has, ever since that Noah J diss track, he has shed a tear. He also, another thing. Also, MadLobster, first of all, thank you so much, and really appreciate that from everyone here. And first of all, I want to.
My heart. Thank you so much.
I wanted to say also to my man Zombro, he did not know. If you guys don't want, in the beginning of every podcast, we have an intro, the IIWII intro, and I wanted to have a laugh in, the end of the intro, so when it fades the logo in, you hear a laugh. So that laugh is actually Zombro's laugh. When we had Zombro on, that's his laugh. So I go into his stream one day, and he wants to be back on so bad. Every single time he sees my name, he goes, "Oh, so when am I coming back on, Turbo? When am I coming back on?" So I told him 1 week we'll have him back on, and I told him, I was like, we'll talk. He always talks with the podcast, so let me say something to him. So I told him, I was like, do you not notice every single time the intro goes on, that's your laugh? He goes, what? He stops his game of Fortnite. He goes on to the podcast. He tries.
I didn't know that.
He listen. Yeah, to be honest, not a lot of people know that. When I said that, the whole chat was like, wait, first of all, what's the IIWA podcast? They had no clue. Second of all,
everyone in my Discord's like, wait, Jack, you have a podcast?
Jack,
I'm like, yeah.
Every time they say that, I'm like, Jack's just fucking just post on Twitter one day like, guys, this is the fucking thing we're doing.
Yeah, like every time he posted, I retweet. I mean, I missed like one, but like these people do not care.
I feel like because most of them are like really on your Discord. So if one day you go and you put on your Discord, like, yeah, this is it. Everybody's like, oh, Jack, okay.
Oh, look at you.
So he stopped.
We gotta start promoting.
That's
this
it,
shit
Mark.
more
We
so
gotta
more
get a
people
we gotta get a
know.
lesson in marketing and branding this podcast. But
No, like we're doing great right now. We just gotta just like fucking put it out there way more than we are.
there you go.
It's
And
like everybody, literally everybody here posted on fucking Twitter. Like,
get a
including
MySpace.
Jack.
Let's get a
Including
MySpace
you,
started.
Jack.
Let's get a
was gonna
MySpace
say,
started
there's
and let's
really-
start posting it on MySpace.
Facebook, LinkedIn. Let's do the whole
Mm.
shebang.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nah,
think-
dude, I want to go on this new app called MeWe.
Oh my god.
God.
But
Korean social management site.
But
Exactly.
there's really only two. There's really only two podcasts I listen to, like as a rule. It's you guys for starts, but then there's Zombros as well, like
yeah,
Reed, John Jay, and
Yeah.
Q. Those are really
Zombros.
the only two podcasts I listen to because A, they're full of zombies talk, which I absolutely, and B, they've generally got funny guys. That's what I like.
You know how many times people would tell me they're like, "Oh, you want to do like an IIWI versus Zombros episode?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me call them right now. Let me just get that. Let me just get that working. Let me just get that going on."
But, going, hey, Reed, how's it going?
If you honestly, if everybody right now we're an hour and 10 minutes in. Whoever watches this at this point, go get some help. I love you all, but go get some help.
There's actually a lot of people who actually watch it this far. No shit.
I
Even
know.
I do.
I swear to God, I was just gonna say that. Nick. You know how many times I would, like for example, I'd be just getting two tweets. And well, actually, one time I talked about how in the middle of my stream I had to go, and in my stream I said, "All right, I'm going to help my mom with something." But in the podcast, I came out and said, "No, I had to take a big shit," like during the podcast. And then somebody DM'd me. They were like, "That's what you were doing?" Because I was doing open lobbies. They're like, "That's what you were doing?" I was trying to cover you in Origins. Like, that's what you were doing. And I was like, "Oh God, I didn't think they were gonna hear that, but whatever."
Yeah.
But what I was saying before was, so Zombro hears his laugh and he stops the stream. He goes, "I'm just gonna go on the podcast." He hears it. He goes, "Mom, I'm on a podcast intro." And then at one point, I think he said, "I'm in the music video." I was like, "No, this ain't a music video. What are you talking about?" And then he goes, "Oh my God," he goes, "I always see you dancing with the perk bottles, Jack crying, but I never distinct my laugh. I didn't understand." And I was like, "Yeah, that's your laugh."
I like how he didn't even talk about me. I like how no one talks about me.
Yo, when I was making that intro, I was just trying to find
Yeah,
more
you're a
videos.
good man.
I was trying to find more videos of you near behind the webcam. Not one. I was like, all right, the only
I
one
have more now. Look at my channel. I have
now.
another
But
one.
now when I was making the intro, goddamn, crucify me, Nick, crucify me. I don't know what to tell me.
All right, how about this? My new format is webcam shit. How about that?
That's it. Great skit, by the way, Nick. Great skit. I watched.
Oh,
it.
thank you so much.
I watched it.
I worked hard on it.
But we're gonna leave it off right now. We're gonna leave. Jack, thanks for coming on again. Thanks for talking.
No problem.
Nia Dai, thanks for coming back and talking.
No problem.
Podcast. MadLobster, thank you for being on once again.
Thank you for
hold
having me. Good to be again.
Hold on. I wanted to
Okay.
say something. Could we have, just for this one episode, have MadLobster do the outro?
No. So no. There you go, Lobster. You can sign us out. Whatever you want to say. That's how ending.
Sign us out, man.
Okay, well, this is on behalf of myself, Le Turbo, Le Midai, and Le Jackalabus. Farewell to you guys, and we will see you in the next episode. Adios.
Bye-bye.
Adios, amigos.
Solid.